Imagine this. You're exploring a beautiful remote cave system. Suddenly, a wrong turn, a slip, and you're trapped, alone, in the dark. This isn't a movie plot. It was the reality for a hiker who recently spent 5 agonizing days trapped deep inside a cave. 5 days with dwindling hope, battling the cold and the silence. But this story has an incredible ending. An elite rescue team working around the clock located the hiker and executed a daring and complex rescue operation. It was a race against time that ended in triumph. This incredible rescue is a powerful reminder of human resilience and the amazing skill of our emergency services. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing real-life stories. See you next time.
This goat was saved from a cargo train wagon. In the wild, a goat can easily be taken by a predator. So when this goat saw a hungry lion approaching, it did what any self-respecting goat would do. It ran to the nearest cargo train wagon and hid, but unfortunately the wagon doors were shut. The goat panicked and started banging his head against the walls until thankfully someone heard his cries and opened the door. It's safe to say this goat is one lucky escapee. But there's a twist. The person who saved the goat didn't want to just save the goat, but also wanted to give it a better life. So instead of letting it go back into the wild where it would be hunted down by lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, they decided to keep it as their pet. And as you can see, the goat is loving its new life. It's safe, it's warm, and most importantly, it's no longer afraid of the big bad world.
Imagine plunging into an icy river, the surface freezing over you in seconds. This isn't a movie scene. It was the terrifying reality for one young boy. Trapped beneath a solid sheet of ice with only a tiny pocket of air, panic set in. The freezing water was stealing his strength, his time rapidly running out. But in a moment of sheer genius and desperation, he spotted a single reed poking through the ice. Could this fragile straw be his lifeline? He swam to it, put his mouth around the hollow stem, and took a breath. It was a desperate gamble against the elements, a fight for survival using nothing but pure instinct. This is the incredible true story of a boy who refused to give up, breathing through a straw while rescuers raced against the clock to save him from his frozen prison. You won't believe how it ends. Follow for more unbelievable survival stories.
Have you ever heard the story of Jonah and the whale? Well, this isn't a myth. It's a real-life tale of survival that will leave you breathless. Michael Packard, a seasoned lobster diver, was going about his day off the coast of Cape Cod when the unthinkable happened. One moment, he was in the clear blue water, and the next, everything went dark. He'd been swallowed whole by a humpback whale. Imagine the terror of being trapped inside one of the ocean's largest creatures. Packard thought his end had come. But in a miraculous turn of events, after about 30 seconds of pure panic in the pitch black, the whale surfaced and spat him out. He emerged with bruises, but incredibly, no major injuries. It's a stunning reminder of the wild, unpredictable power of nature. If you love incredible true stories like this, hit that subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching.
The pilot who saved the cat from the runway. When this pilot landed at an airport in Florida, he noticed something strange on the runway. As he walked toward the terminal, he saw a small cat sitting in the middle of the runway. The cat had been hit by a plane's propeller and was now stuck with a bloody nose and a broken wing. The pilot immediately rushed over to the cat and picked it up. It was meowing loudly, clearly in a lot of pain. The pilot knew he had to act fast. He carefully carried the cat back to his plane and wrapped it in a blanket. Then he took off again and flew to a nearby animal hospital. A vet tech named Christina took one look at the cat and said, "I've never seen anything like this before." X-rays revealed that the cat had several broken bones, including its spine. But miraculously, after 3 months of surgery and rehabilitation, the cat made a full recovery and was able to fly, swim, and even walk up and down stairs. This pilot truly is a hero. And to think, all he did was land his plane.
Imagine this. You're having the time of your life playing in the snow, when suddenly, the ground gives way beneath you. That's exactly what happened to an 8-year-old boy in Switzerland. He was building a snow fort with his family when he vanished into a deep sinkhole hidden beneath the powder. His family searched desperately, but couldn't find him. They called for help, and thankfully, a rescue team arrived just in time. Using a special probe, they located him trapped almost 7 feet down. After a tense 15 minutes, they pulled him out, cold but completely unharmed. This is a powerful reminder that even in a winter wonderland, hidden dangers can exist. Always be aware of your surroundings when playing in deep snow. Stay safe out there, everyone. And if you found this story incredible, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.
The Hamster Time Traveler. Once upon a time, in a world not so far from our own, there lived a tiny hamster named Ham who was obsessed with time travel. Ham would spend all day, every day in his lab, tinkering with his invention, trying to build a machine that could take him back in time. And finally, one day he succeeded. He built a portal that glowed brightly, humming with power. But Ham only went back 5 minutes, just 5 minutes into the past. When he got out of his portal, everything had changed. His house was gone. The trees were a different shape. The clouds in the sky were no longer fluffy. They were dark and scary. And worst of all, his hamster wheel was missing. All because he traveled 5 minutes back in time. What was supposed to be a fun adventure turned into a scary nightmare. Will Ham ever get home? Or will he be stuck in this strange, scary world forever? Find out next time on the Hamster Time Trap.
Imagine this. 1 minute you're driving, the next your car is being swept away by a powerful flash flood. This was the terrifying reality for a family whose vehicle was caught in raging floodwaters. The car, with the entire family trapped inside, was tossed around like a toy by the dangerous currents. But just when all hope seemed lost, heroes emerged. Bystanders and emergency responders worked together against the clock in a heart-stopping rescue mission. With incredible bravery, they battled the torrent to reach the submerged car and pull each family member to safety, one by one. This incredible story is a powerful reminder of nature's force, but more importantly, the strength and courage of the human spirit in the face of danger. It shows how strangers can come together to perform miracles. If you were moved by this story, please like this video and subscribe for more amazing tales of survival and heroism. Stay safe out there. Imagine this. One moment you're cruising at 30,000 feet. The next you wake up, strapped to your seat, but not in a plane. You're in the middle of a dense, buzzing jungle. This is exactly what happened to Juliana Kupka. After her plane was struck by lightning over the Peruvian rainforest, she fell 2 miles from the sky, still buckled in. Waking up as the sole survivor, with a broken collarbone and surrounded by the unknown, her incredible story of survival began. With knowledge her parents had taught her about the jungle, she followed a stream, knowing it would lead to a larger river and eventually, civilization. For 10 grueling days, she battled insects, hunger, and infection. It's a breathtaking testament to human resilience and the will to live. What would you do in her shoes? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories. This miner was trapped in a collapsed tunnel, and this is his last hope of survival. This is a real-life story of a man who was trapped 200 meters underground after a tunnel collapsed in a small town in Mexico. The only way out was through a small hole in the roof, but it was too small for him to fit through. His name is Bartolomeo, and he's been working in this mine for 30 years, but recently the mine had been flooded, so he and his 2 sons went to work in a different one. While they were digging, the tunnel collapsed, trapping them inside. They started to dig their way out, but it took them 2 days to reach the surface. By the time they got out, Bartolomeo's sons had already passed away from exhaustion and starvation. But Bartolomeo had one last hope. He managed to crawl through that small hole in the roof and miraculously survived. This goes to show that even in the darkest of times, hope is the only thing that can keep you alive.
This is the incredible moment a baby elephant was pulled from a village well in India. For some reason, the elephant had fallen into the well and was stuck there for days. The villagers heard the calf's cries and were able to locate it using a drone. But because the well was so deep, they had to use a crane to pull the elephant out. And as the elephant was being pulled from the well, you can see how exhausted it is. Its legs are completely giving out. And thankfully, right at the last minute, they're able to get this little guy out of the well and onto solid ground. But this is where things get really interesting. You see, when the elephant was finally free from the well, it took its first steps towards its mother. But then something amazing happened. The mother elephant, who was probably worried sick about her baby, did something unexpected. Instead of just hugging her baby, she did a little dance. It's almost like she was saying, "Get out of here, you dirty animal. I'm your mother. I love you."
This is what it feels like to be hanging from a broken bridge rope in the rain. The wind was so strong that it actually pulled me off my feet, and I was hanging on for dear life. The water was freezing cold, but the wind was blowing my hair everywhere. I couldn't see anything because of the rain. I was just focused on the ground, trying not to move. Then this guy started walking towards me, and I thought he was going to walk right into the water. But then he stopped and he started screaming at me. He said, "Get down from there, you idiot. You almost fell. Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And then he started laughing. He said, "You were so scared. It was so funny." And then he did something even funnier. He took out his phone and he started recording. He said, "This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. You should post this on TikTok." And I was like, No, don't post this. I don't want people to know that I was almost in danger." But he already posted it, and it got millions of views.
Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, is arguably one of the most famous women in history. But what if I told you there's a place you can visit today to actually see her? Welcome to Alexandria in Egypt, where Cleopatra is seated on a marble throne, adorned with golden jewelry. Behind her is the sprawling Library of Alexandria, home to thousands of ancient scrolls and texts. To her right and left are two scribes diligently recording the events of the day, and behind them flows the mighty Nile River. In the distance, we can see Roman envoys arriving by boat. They have come to negotiate terms with Cleopatra, but they will soon realize she is not willing to bend the knee to Rome. This marble statue was carved in Cleopatra's honor by her son Caesarion, after the death of her mother, Julius Caesar. It was then placed in the Temple of Isis, where it remained hidden for centuries, until it was rediscovered in the early 1900s. Today, it is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Alexandria, drawing visitors from all over the world who come to pay homage to the great pharaoh. That's all for today. See you next time.
Video opens with dramatic, shaky footage looking up at a dog whimpering on a dangerously cracked balcony. Look at this poor soul, trapped on a balcony that's literally crumbling beneath his paws. Every second feels like an eternity. You can see the fear in his eyes, hear the desperation in his cries. The structure is unstable, and a single wrong move could lead to disaster. But in the midst of this chaos, heroes emerge. Cut to shots of firefighters and rescue workers arriving on the scene, assessing the situation. With steady hands and even steadier nerves, the rescue team springs into action. They know that time is not on their side. Using a ladder truck, a brave rescuer carefully ascends, speaking in a calm, reassuring voice to the terrified dog. Inch by inch, he gets closer, extending a hand of hope. Close up on the rescuer gently securing the dog. And then, this moment. The pure relief as he's finally lifted into safe arms. This is a powerful reminder of the incredible bravery of our first responders and the unbreakable spirit of animals. What an amazing rescue. If you were moved by this story, please like this video and subscribe for more incredible moments. Thanks for watching.
Did you know that long before it was about candy and costumes, Halloween was an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain? Over 2,000 years ago, the Celts believed that on the night of October 31st, the veil between the world of the living and the dead was at its thinnest. This was a night of immense power, when spirits could cross over into our world. To guide friendly spirits and ward off malevolent ones, they would light massive bonfires and wear costumes and masks made of animal heads and skins. People would leave food offerings on their doorsteps to appease the wandering souls. So when you carve that jack-o'-lantern or put on your costume, you're taking part in a tradition that echoes through centuries, a ritual to protect against the shadows that linger on the night of Samhain. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more spooky stories.
Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about King Arthur at Camelot. So, let's get started. Seated at the round table with his knights, King Arthur is a legendary British king known for his wisdom and bravery. In this shot, he is surrounded by his loyal knights, each representing different values and virtues. The flickering torchlight from the castle behind them adds a warm glow to the scene, highlighting the beauty of the medieval architecture and the richness of the tapestry above the table. But what truly steals the show is Arthur's sword, Excalibur. Its intricate design and radiant glow symbolize the power and magic that this iconic weapon represents. As the light catches the blade, it reflects in the eyes of those around him, including Arthur's own, suggesting the weight and importance of the task that lies ahead. The inclusion of Merlin, the wizard, adds a touch of mystery and intrigue to the piece. His staff adorned with jewels and his robes shimmering with celestial patterns hint at the mystical elements that will surely play a part in their adventures. I hope you enjoyed this piece, and I look forward to bringing more epic tales to life through art. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
In the midst of roaring flames and thick, choking smoke, a tiny figure clings desperately to a tree. This isn't just any story. It's a powerful reminder of hope when all seems lost. A brave firefighter, battling one of Australia's intense bushfires, spots a small, terrified koala trapped by the inferno. In a heartwarming act of courage, the firefighter rushes in, carefully scoops up the frightened animal, and wraps it securely in their own protective jacket. Look at this little face, peeking out, safe from the heat. It's a moment of pure compassion, a quiet promise of safety amidst the chaos. This single act shows the incredible dedication of our emergency services, not just to people, but to every living creature caught in harm's way. This is a testament to the heroes who walk among us. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more moments of hope.
This monkey is trapped in a forest fire. There was a small fire that started in the trees, and this monkey was lucky enough to escape the flames. But now, he's stuck in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to go. As the fire spreads, he starts to panic and screams for help. But when no one comes to save him, he does something crazy. He jumps into a river and immediately runs away from the fire. But it's too late. The fire has spread to the other side of the river, and there's nowhere left for him to run. So he climbs up a tree and hangs on for dear life as the fire closes in on him. And just when it looks like he's going to be burnt alive, a miracle happens. A group of monkeys come to his rescue, and they start throwing water on him to put out the fire. But one of the monkeys is a little too enthusiastic and accidentally knocks him out cold with a bucket of water. And then something even crazier happens. The other monkeys start to freak out and run away, leaving the unconscious monkey hanging in the tree.
This mountain climber was hanging by a rope for hours. When rescuers finally reached him, they found out why he didn't let go. The wind was so strong that day that it literally ripped this guy off his mountain. But luckily he had a rope attached to his climbing gear. And even though it hurt like hell, he held on tight and refused to jump. And after 3 hours of hanging onto that rope, his fingers started to bleed. But still he held on, even though no one could see him. And then finally, when the sun started to set, rescuers reached him and brought him down safely. But when they got to the bottom, they found out that the reason he didn't let go was because his climbing partner had already rappelled down the mountain and was waiting for him at the bottom. And as soon as he saw her, he let go and fell into her arms. Because sometimes letting go is the only way to hold on to something even more important than your life, like your best friend, like your girlfriend, like your wife. And this story goes to show, never give up. No matter how bad things get, there's always hope for a happy ending. A horse is stuck in a flooded farm, and it's too dangerous for anyone to go in and rescue him. So a helicopter is called in. As the water level rises, the horse becomes more and more desperate. He tries to outrun the rising water, but it's no use. He's trapped. Just when all hope seems lost, a man in a helicopter appears out of nowhere and begins to pull the horse out of the water. The horse is so exhausted and scared that he doesn't even have the strength to kick the water. And just like that, the horse is free. But this is where things get really interesting. As the helicopter flies away, we see that the horse has no intention of running away. He turns around and looks back at the farm. He takes a deep breath and then runs towards the camera. This is the moment the horse realized he was free. Do you think this horse is gonna make it? Let me know in the comments below.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there was a very special teapot. This was no ordinary teapot. Oh no, this teapot could sing. And it wasn't just any old songs. It sang songs that made your wishes come true. Now, this teapot was very old and very wise. And every day it sang its songs to the flowers in the garden, to the birds in the trees, and to the animals in the fields. But one day the teapot stopped singing. The flowers wilted, the birds fell silent, and the animals grew very sad. For 100 years, this teapot had been bringing joy to the kingdom with its singing. So, when it stopped singing, everyone started to panic. What was wrong with the teapot? Was it broken? Would it never sing again? And so a young girl named Ella took it upon herself to find out what happened. She climbed up the beanstalk and went to the land of the giants. And with the help of some new friends, she discovered that the teapot was not broken, but it did need a little bit of magic. And when she returned home, the teapot started singing again, and everyone in the kingdom was so happy.
This dog saved his best friend from drowning. A young boy fell into a fast-moving river, but his dog wasn't about to let him drown. In 5 seconds, this dog became a hero. The boy was playing fetch when he slipped and fell into the water. The current was strong, and he was being pulled further and further away from the shore, but then something amazing happened. His dog dove into the river, and within seconds had him by the collar. The dog's strong jaws and paws pulled the boy back to safety. People on the shore were cheering, and the boy's parents ran over to help. They couldn't believe how brave this dog was. The boy and the dog were best friends forever, and every time they saw each other, they would play fetch in the park instead of the river.
Imagine this. You're trapped deep underground, the world above you gone. The air is thin, hope is fading. What would your last words be? For one miner, they were etched onto a cold, hard rock. This isn't just a story. It's the incredible tale of a man who faced his final moments, wrote a goodbye letter to his family on the only paper he had, and then against all odds lived to tell the tale. He was buried alive, with nothing but darkness and the weight of the earth for company. Yet, his spirit refused to be crushed. This is a powerful story of human resilience, the will to survive, and a message from the deep that was never meant to be read by its author. How did he get out, and what did that letter say? Stick around to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbelievable true stories.
Here's a horror story for you. There was a girl who was looking in the mirror. Her reflection smiled, but she didn't. The girl in the mirror seemed to be smiling wider and wider, but the girl in front of the mirror remained still. It was creepy. Then the girl in the mirror started to move her arms, but the girl in front of the mirror didn't move at all. She just stood there with a blank expression on her face as her reflection did a little dance. Then the girl in the mirror stopped moving, and the girl in front of the mirror fell to the ground. She screamed, "Help me!" but no one could hear her. And then the scariest thing happened. The reflection in the mirror started to walk towards the girl on the ground, and it smiled. A big, toothy grin spread across its face. The girl in the mirror was no longer her reflection. It was something else entirely, something evil.
This is the incredible moment a seagull with a broken wing was saved at sea. This poor bird had been struggling in the water for hours, unable to swim properly and just getting weaker and weaker. But then, out of nowhere, this boat came and rescued this little guy. The people on the boat actually had to go into the water and get the bird out because it was too scared to come out on its own. But when they finally got it out, they realized that one of its wings was completely broken. These people didn't know what to do, but luckily, one of them had an idea. She said, "Hey, let's put the bird on the bowsprit of the boat so it can dry off and hopefully get its strength back." And that's exactly what they did. They let the bird rest on the front of the boat while they sailed back to shore. And after about an hour, the bird was back on its feet and ready to fly again. This is truly amazing.
The stranger paid for her groceries. A young woman was shopping for groceries when a stranger approached her and asked if he could pay for her groceries. She was shocked, surprised, and a little suspicious. But she accepted his offer and soon realized that he was a wealthy businessman. As they were leaving the store together, the young woman noticed that the man was struggling to carry all of the bags, so she offered to carry some of them for him. The man refused, saying that it was too heavy for her. And despite her protests, he insisted on carrying everything himself. As they walked, the man kept telling the young woman how much he enjoyed helping people and how it made him feel good about himself. The young woman was beginning to feel uneasy and suspicious again, wondering why he was being so nice to her. When they finally reached the man's car, he opened the door for her and revealed something shocking. Inside the car was a note with a sum of money. The man then told the young woman that he had paid for her groceries and that she should keep the change. He explained that he had never seen her before in his life and that he just wanted to help someone in need. Overwhelmed with gratitude, the young woman thanked the man and realized that sometimes strangers can be the ones who help us the most.
This tiger was trapped in a poacher's cage for 20 years, but one day it broke free. In 2004, a tiger was caught in a poacher's cage in India. The poachers wanted to sell the tiger parts to make money, but before they could do anything, the tiger was rescued by a local man. For 20 years, this tiger lived in a zoo. People from all over the world came to see it, but the tiger was not happy. It was sad that it could not live a normal life in the wild. One day, a storm hit the city. The wind was so strong that it knocked down the tiger's cage. The lock was broken and the door was wide open. The tiger was finally free. It took a while for the tiger to get used to living in the wild again, but eventually it did. And now it lives a happy life in the forest with his family.
Imagine this. You're on a train, deep inside a tunnel, and suddenly the water starts rising. Panic sets in. But for passengers on one fateful day, a hero emerged from the most unexpected place. This isn't a movie plot. It's the true story of a janitor whose quick thinking saved everyone on board. While chaos erupted, he noticed the rapidly rising floodwaters. Instead of freezing, he remembered an emergency exit, a small, unmarked door meant only for maintenance. He didn't hesitate. He led every single passenger one by one through the darkness and out of the tunnel to safety. It just goes to show you that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear a janitor's uniform. A true legend. If you love hearing about everyday heroes, make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing stories. Thanks for watching. A terrifying scene unfolded high above the ground as a cable car suddenly burst into flames. Inside, a woman was trapped, suspended in midair with fire and smoke rapidly filling the small cabin. It was a heart-stopping moment, a true race against time. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, brave rescuers sprang into action. They executed a daring high-altitude operation, battling the blaze while working to reach her. In a dramatic and heroic effort, they managed to pull the woman from the fiery wreckage just in the nick of time. This incredible rescue is a powerful testament to human courage and the unwavering dedication of our emergency services. The woman was safely brought back to solid ground, shaken but alive, thanks to the quick thinking and bravery of her saviors. What an unbelievable story of survival. If you were moved by this incredible rescue, please like and subscribe for more amazing stories. Stay safe, everyone. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a truly incredible story of courage and quick thinking that unfolded high above the city streets. Imagine this, a massive skyscraper towering over everything, and suddenly its scaffolding starts to collapse. Absolutely terrifying, right? But this isn't a story of disaster. It's a testament to heroism. We're talking about a moment when several brave construction workers found themselves in an unbelievably dangerous situation, hundreds of feet up, as their support system gave way. The tension was sky high, but thanks to the incredible rapid response of emergency services and the sheer grit of the workers themselves, what could have been a tragedy turned into a miracle. Teams worked tirelessly, navigating precarious conditions to bring everyone back down safely, one by one. It is a powerful reminder of the risks these incredible individuals take every day to build our cities, and the incredible bonds that form in high-stakes situations. Their bravery and the efficiency of the rescue operation is truly inspiring. Let's appreciate these heroes who face danger head-on. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you found this story uplifting, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Stay safe out there.